Hello, Joe. How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Just being the tortoise, getting through life, you know?
Yeah, step by step, slowly getting to where you want to be. And maybe you'll get there and maybe you won't. Maybe somebody will come up and move you out of the way so you don't get hit by a car.
It's actually pretty good. What would you call that? A little allegory for, yeah, that's actually, I've been, I get these stoic things that pop up in my Instagram feed, and I guess it's decided that either A, I need it, or B, I like it because it keeps showing it. But you know, the little speck of dust in the universe that we are really relieves a lot of worrying when you think about it that way. So now, I don't know if it leads to responsible decision making, but yeah, just be the tortoise. Just get by, and every now and again, somebody picks you up out of a little bit of danger in the middle of the road, and you go on with life, you know?
Do you think a tortoise knows that they're in danger when they're in the middle of the road?
No, because I helped a snapping turtle out of the road here one day, and it was the meanest thing ever, and it was in the middle of a road that was 60 miles an hour, and the people were pissed at me, and I had a snake tub in the back of the truck, and I was like, this thing won't let me near it, and I'm damn sure not getting a finger taken off for this thing. So I got my tub, and I pushed it out of the road with the tub, and that thing was mad. It was mean. Okay, I'm getting some questions about the new format. There's two broadcasts. You could go vertical, boom, or you could go horizontal, boom. If you don't like the one that you're in, flip over to the other one. It's a new feature on StreamYard, and something that I say long believed, I guess not that long, maybe for a decade or so, but I believe that you have to reach consumers where they're at. And so if YouTube is where the consumers are at on laptops and TVs, you might like landscape. If you're, a hip 20-something, you want a vertical, baby. That's all you deal in. And
hip 20-somethings are the only people who use smartphones. So that's
no. Us old people turn our phones sideways to watch it. Anyway, so StreamYard now offers the option to view landscape or vertical, and I did just sort of a fun test of on a whim the other night. HH Python's doing the work. We were hanging out 8 hours ago on the Morph Forge podcast. How about that, man, Joe? I've been working these social medias here, man.
Doing the work, man.
Doing the work. So what I ran kind of a little test. I see you got the package, man. I ran a little test on Tuesday night. Interesting stats on a normal, regular Tuesday night episode of Proper Royals Live. I would typically on the live broadcast see about 120 to 120 or 150 viewers. And then over the course of the next couple of weeks, they usually average between 350 to 500 views. Some, you get a big banging guest and that kind of stuff, or get off a real a hot episode, it'll go higher. But that's kind of the typical thing. Tuesday night, no advertising, no change, no nothing other than running the vertical and the horizontal. 230 views on the live versus the typical, versus the typical 120 to 150. And now, let's see, we're coming up on 2 full days later. It's over 500 views already.
Oh, wow. You got to follow the analytics, man.
Yeah. So, we're reaching people. And the neat thing is now I've had a chance to see the engagement. The horizontal engagement is at around 30 minutes per view on the Tuesday night show. But the vertical one is still at 26 minutes. I mean, this is pretty cool. So anyhow, we're running in stereo, Joe. What do you think of that?
I think it's fantastic. And leave it up to you to find a new way to reach out to new people and make sure they're happy with the content and engaging with you in the business. It's fantastic. That's the way you do it.
We got to try. And look, here's what I really think, and this sounds a little bit cynical or tongue-in-cheek. it's arguable, it might not be 100% accurate, but it's arguable that Google is the most successful, insightful, innovative company in the history of our universe. And Google's running YouTube. Why don't I trust some of their decision making and just their world a little bit? That's really
that's probably a good idea.
So that's my thought there. We'll see. Maybe it's not worth the distraction. I'm not sure. So we'll check it out. But how things, Joe? You doing all right?
I'm okay. I got the sun in my eye here, though. I don't know. I wasn't planning on this. That's not too good. But it's kind of like I don't know. It looks artsy, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're in your Bowie moment here.
Yeah, that's right. Here, I'll lean back like this. Yeah, everything's great. I'm feeling good this morning, and it's been a little cold down here. Not Minnesota cold, but a little cold. Nice little.
Yeah, my dad in Jacksonville, I think one of the temps was rivaling. We had a warm spell while you guys got the cold burst.
Oh, is that right?
It was a close. It didn't get colder, but it was a close.
Yeah, and so this is what I've noticed this past week is that when it gets cold, I am sleepy. I get better. First of all, I get better sleep, and then I'm like sleepier throughout the day as well. Like I just want to, I don't know, like I want to hibernate or something.
Yeah.
So I bought this new sweatshirt, and I got these. I have these. These are like my favorite things actually that I wear. I'll take it off for everybody. These things right here.
Dude, you live in Florida. Look at you. You're dressing like an Eskimo, Joe.
Look at they're so comfy. Look at inside here. It's fantastic. It's so nice and warm and cozy. And it reminds me of how much I miss the cold weather down here.
Man.
Because I get good sleep, solid good sleep. I'm a little sleepy throughout the day. That's the downside. And then I get to wear these really cozy, warm clothes. It's fantastic.
As somebody who has enjoyed the facilities and the hospitality at Chateau Joe, I could tell you, how cold does cold have to be? You keep your house at like 64 degrees anyway, all the time. Like it's always cold in there. I do. What do you have it cranked down to now?
Well, I mean, we don't have anything. It's not on anything right now.
You've just opened the windows and you're.
I've actually built a fire in my fireplace a few times this week, which has been really nice.
You have a wood fireplace?
Oh yeah, we got a wood fireplace.
Oh my goodness! All right. Cool. Well, hey, look, a little, role playing, and that's fun. Dress up as cold people. That's good.
Like my other favorite article of clothing is like this big woolly robe that I break out in the winter time, and it's really fun.
I do like a good robe day. I gotta say.
Man, come on, forget about it.
I enjoy this, man.
Forget about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Adam, Jim, Alexis? Great. So,
Well, I got a couple things on my docket. I have like a mini one thing, and then the real one thing kind of leads into maybe today's topic, which I think you and I see the topic differently, which is actually going to be good because now we can fill out a show of conversation about it.
Okay.
I got to do something 2 nights ago. It would have been Tuesday night after the show. Never done in my life. Check a little list off the bucket list. You got the Northern Lights, Joe. Aurora Borealis, my man.
Right. Yeah, wild. We're even seeing them down here in Florida.
That is, I feel like I should get a better. You shouldn't get the same payoff. I did a whole lot more work to see these Northern Lights. I embrace the culture of moving north.
I do yes, yeah. No, it's probably a different experience in Minnesota than it is in Florida.
Yeah, it was.
But tell me about it. how was it? What did you do? What's did you just go out in your backyard? You see them?
Yeah, you just go and you stand there and they're there, but you like I have to admit, we have this technology, these cell phones, they really pick up the borealis. I don't know, I'm talking like I'm an expert on this stuff. They pick up the lights a lot better. I'm about 25 miles south of Minneapolis, St. Paul. So there is still a lot of like city glow kind of deal. But I could see them with the naked eye. They weren't nearly as like vibrant with the naked eye, but it was pretty cool to see. And having not seen them before, I was amazed at like the actual like activity of, I mean, they were very dynamic and different colors. And
it moves. Is that what happens? They're moving?
Yeah, like it moves, and it's like a steady like cloud morph thing, you know. And it took my brain like a minute to just be like, this is one of those things, Adam. This is one of those like cool moments. Like just settle down and enjoy it. And then I'll be damned, I catch a shooting star through it. Like it was just a cool, yeah, it's pretty cool. And sometimes the best things in life in this day and age are things when you don't, like everybody's like, oh, do you have a pic or a video? No, I don't. I just stood there out in I mean, I got a picture of the lights, but the moment of the star, the shooting star, you know, that wasn't there. That was just me standing there, you know, a Floridian in Minnesota, wondering what life I'm living, and then that cool thing happened, you know. So it was I enjoyed
fantastic. It's kind of and I don't know. Was there a lot of talk of it happening beforehand? Like, get ready for it, it's coming, or is it just like, oh, look at this?
I think in certain circles, it was known, like it was projected because it's these sun explosions or whatever. But no, I came up from my show and Kelly was like, how was your show? I was like, good. She's like, yeah, this is happening outside. And she shows me a picture and I was like, yes. So went and checked it out, you know?
And is it just like all night? That's what it's like, or is it just like a window during the evening that you can see?
It seems like a window, but I don't think that there's any like there's a predictability of when these things happen and when the storm will hit. Like this is geomagnetic storm, I guess. I don't even know what that means. I'm just spewing words right now. But you could kind of predict when it comes. And was it NOAA, National Ocean, NOAA? They have predictions of when it'll come in the forecast. But like last night was actually predicted to be even more wild. And I saw a little bit last night. Like now I'm a snob. I'm like, nah, that's not great Northern Lights. You know, where it's like how quickly, like how fickle are we that I'm like, yeah, I saw a good one. This one, I don't care.
Oh, I don't know why that's so funny. Yeah. Oh, yeah. These Northern Lights aren't as good as the ones that I saw.
Right. Yeah. Like I'm an old champ at it, you know.
That's great. Now, and they're all different colors, right? Like it makes up.
I had green. Color. Yeah, I got greens, purples, a little bit of red in there. It was good, man. It was really cool.
So this was my thing. Like, Chelsea goes to sleep like earlier than I do, and I'm up later, and so I was just like scrolling on my phone at the end of the day. And there was some like, it was like, oh, you have to go out and see it. And they were like in Florida, it was like in Dade City. They were like saying stuff about it. So I went outside of my house. That's as much as I did. Like I didn't go anywhere else. I went outside of my house to have a look, and I didn't see anything. And so, but I'm also colorblind. So, and I'm colorblind green, red. So it makes me go, oh, are you colorblind?
Yeah, I had the affliction. So I was able to see them though. I was there. So I got the potent ones.
Confirms my question, which was like, maybe I just can't see them because I'm colorblind.
Right. Yeah, I have some, there's around the Shira household, there's some fun classic stories of Charlie and Kelly being like, Oh, Dad, that is not what color that is.
Yes, that's right.
It
Is
shows.
that why you mostly wear black?
No, that's just because have no style and I'm lazy, and it works. The less variables in my life, the better, man. If I could, yeah, no, I don't mess.
So that's good. It's good to know that you could see them but that sent me down like a rabbit hole in my brain while I was falling asleep that night, going, maybe I just won't have the experiences that other people have because of this affliction. I was like, oh, should I bother going to see like art and stuff? Like, what, maybe that's just done. I don't get to see it like other people do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've worked with ball pythons that are pretty nuanced colors and all of that.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's
right.
when when I was diagnosed, my dad was like, he's not colorblind. He sees red. And I'm like, Dad, it's not that I see things in black and white. It would be like not being able to hear certain frequencies very well, which is a whole lot more of what people need hearing aids for rather than just not being able to hear. There's certain things.
This is what I tell people who are like, oh, what color is this? What color is this? What's color is it? It's like, I can see colors everywhere.
Yeah.
It's fine. I just see them differently than you do.
Right.
But this was the first time that I was like, maybe I can't see certain things.
Yeah.
But it's good to know that you're colorblind. You could. That solves it. I'm going to go look for the Northern Lights.
There you go. So I feel like, I've got a full solar eclipse under my belt. You get like one of those a lifetime if you're in the band. I got that, and that was in like 2019 or whatever. The lunar eclipses, those are dime a dozen. I got one of those. I don't even bother to go look at those anymore.
Forget about those.
And now I got Northern Lights and the shooting star in there. That's a quadfecta. What else do I need?
Yes.
What else?
You got all the cosmic, experiences already under your belt.
There we go.
Fantastic.
We should tell people what we do. I see some new faces and names. I think we're reaching some vertical folks, Joe. What do you think?
Vertical. This is wonderful. Hey, so I'm Joe. I don't have any snakes. And
I'm Adam. I breed ball pythons as a business entrepreneurial venture, and Joe's got questions.
I met Adam when he didn't have snakes.
When he was normal.
He became a snake guy, and I had a whole lot of questions, and that's what the show is all about. I just have questions. So, and one of these questions is, how do I get the sun out of my face, which I'm going to do right now. Adam, you take over.
They make some things called blinds is what they do. When Joe look at that. That's a nice chair you got there, Joe. I like that. You never get to see the chair because it's behind you. But I sent finally Joe a little Proper Royals care package this week. Did you what'd you think of the goods? You got some thanks to give, Joe?
Take a look at this.
Oh, look at that. That's from John's. I have to give credit. That's from John's Creatures.
John, there you go, John's Creatures on here. Now tell me a little bit about John's Creatures.
John's first off, John's a very cool guy. Everybody should go check out John's Creatures. John is from, I have to remember, there is an island group off the coast of Spain and Portugal, not the Canary Islands, but the other islands. What would we call those? Azores. John is from Azores, and he's in I think he's in Boston now. But man, when he says creatures, man, he's got all the creatures. He's got birds, he's got aquatics, he's got snakes, and John runs a whole lot of live animal shows on TikTok. Cool guy, and shout out to John in the Proper Royals Patreon as well. So I like John, and I like hearing could you imagine what an exciting life going from Azores to Boston, and like he talks about like raising canaries in Azores growing up, man, really cool.
Yeah, does sound like we should have him on the show. I could ask a whole lot of questions of him.
There would be lots of questions, right?
Lots of questions.
Yeah. Did you?
Now the other thing that I got in the package was I got a nice John's Creatures T-shirt.
Yeah,
which is fantastic. And I got the Proper Royals soccer jersey, which
Yeah.
has a nice look. I can't wait until I fit into it.
I was gonna say, how's the fit? How's the You have to get very svelte to get into the footy jersey.
Yeah, I got a few pounds to go, maybe 40, 50 pounds before I can fit into that thing.
Wow.
But
would it be something that Aiden is interested in? Maybe it'd be.
Yes. It might be a little small for him as well. But
I thought it was. I don't know. It's
it is.
I thought it was
but they do run small.
They ran small for you.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah. But it's good. It's awesome. I'm just I'm happy. I was really excited to get those things in the mail, and it's a really great looking jersey too. So I actually am working. I'm truly working on my my diet, my eating, my getting into shape. I'm going to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. It's been great. So I feel good. I feel great. I am losing weight. So, but I'm not quite there for the jersey yet. But are these jerseys still available, Adam?
I do have a few. They're very limited. I did one run of them, and the ones that I have are the ones that are available. And when they're gone, they're gone. They're all unique. They all have unique numbers. You'll have your own number, and on the back of them, they say Proper Royals and then a unique number, and you get the little badge up front.
Actually, mine does not say Proper Royals.
Yours is purely custom. What's yours say?
Cup of Joe.
Cup of Joe number 1 right there, man.
Yeah, so it's great. So if you want one of these jerseys, get it, because it's a cool looking jersey.
Yeah, Jimbo got a custom jersey as well. He says this is his snug as well. All right, well, I'm gonna have to work on the sizing just a little bit then. Okay,
we can't all have fantastic metabolisms like you, Adam. Okay,
I mean, yeah, what I lack in overall strength and size, I do make up for in metabolism. I must say, pound for pound, I'm a bad man. I mean.
So was that your one thing, the Northern? Or was the minor one?
It was the minor one thing. What's your one thing? And then I got a real brain. My one thing will really mess with your head. I'm gonna need some help on this one, man.
So my one thing was actually I talked about it earlier, was the hibernation effect.
Gotcha.
Being cold.
You're becoming a role-playing Eskimo. All right.
Yes,
well, good luck.
One thing, yes. Yeah, so I jumped right into it. So let's jump right into the second one thing.
All right. Help me with this. Yeah, we got some new folks. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, man. Gus, nice to have you.
All right. So I'm out with Kelly and friends on Friday night. And unfortunately, one of the weird parts of my life now is that when it's cold, I have to check in on the car wash and make sure that people are keeping the doors closed so that the car wash doesn't freeze up. A freezing car wash in Minnesota in the winter is a real problem. So, and I don't have remote automatic doors. So my local guy that does the lawn and the snow, he's got a kid that's 15, likes to make $1 or $2. He'll swing over to the car wash, shut my doors for me if I need him to. Nice, good arrangement.
That's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So I check my security cameras from my phone, which I can do from anywhere as long as I have cell signal, blah, blah, blah. I'm checking it and I look, and there's a dude, and here's the context of it. I through some research at the time and since, I found that it's a GMC. I think it's called an Arcadia, a little kind of a mid-size SUV, somewhere between a grocery getter and just a suburban SUV kind of deal.
Okay.
And I think, as I understand it, GMC is like the elevated brand of Chevy, right? So it's like the nicer, more nicely appointed one. This dude has all 4 doors of the Arcadia open. We're out having like dinner and I'm seeing this and I'm like, am I seeing this right? And I show the counterparts at the table and we end up all just watching car wash security because this dude, he's got the trunk open. He's got all 4 doors open. And Joe, he's going full blast with the car wash pressure washer inside. I mean, he is cleaning this thing, man. I never seen, and I'm like, guys, is he like putting on a show because he thinks he's on camera, but he's not really spraying? And man, no, this guy is getting it. He's spraying inside his GMC Arcadia. He's scrubbing top to bottom, and we're enthralled. We're like this guy is so.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. But then here's my one thing. I realized, and I do this incessantly. This was one of the times I did it out loud, but I do this incessantly. I entertain myself. Yeah, exactly, Troy. I entertain myself thinking through scenarios that are not rooted in any truth or fact. And I do it endlessly. I have a blast with it. I don't know why I do it. I like, maybe it's just because I do boring jobs, or maybe that's how the secret to like not quitting is you just entertain yourself with nonsense. So our dinner, like date table conversation became, what is this dude doing? And is he getting rid of evidence? Like, is there going to be a body that comes out of this vehicle? What could have possibly, and the funny thing is, at the end, he shuts the doors, gets in it, drives out. Like, it has to be sopping wet, full of steam.
Right. Yeah.
He gets in the thing, drives off.
This is making me a little unsettled.
Right? Like,
we're talking about this out loud because I don't know what the mob is doing up there.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
This is the wolf. So, yeah, somebody called the wolf and was like, we need to clean up on aisle 6, man. Yeah.
But what could it possibly be? What other thing could it possibly be? Okay. Like, were there, I mean, immediately, and did your mind went immediately to, yes, there was a body in here, and we're getting rid of the body or whatever.
That was the initial thought.
I did know, and so that's immediately what I think. Is there any other possibility that it could be?
So yeah, we played through a few different scenarios.
Okay.
We came up with perhaps it is an Uber driver, and some drunks vomited. And you
vomit would be my second guess. Yes.
Yeah, and if you're just so like disgusted and revolted and mad, you don't think about the the challenges that will come from spraying down your GMC Arcadia.
Yeah,
you just let it rip.
The point is, that's a part of the conversation too. If it's a higher end Chevy, a GMC,
right?
So and it's like, what is it like? It's a recent year GMC. It's not like an old guy going.
No, look pretty brand.
2003.
Look pretty shiny. Look pretty good. Yeah. So that was a thought. We did. And sorry, with all due respect to women, we thought that perhaps there had been a child birthed there, but Kelly clarified it doesn't really cause splatter. That would cause you might need to open one door to spray, not the whole car,
the whole thing. Yeah,
right. Yeah. So I'll defer to her as the one at the table who had given birth. So that we put that aside. Then I thought, and I don't know this to be spoiler alert, I have no idea. It ended up that's it. I don't know. We don't know what happened. There is across the street a funeral home. Maybe this was one of those retrofitted, hearses used to have some real style, but these days they're pretty low key. You might not know a hearse. Maybe this was a converted hearse that, had to get, maybe it needed a little, but maybe it's not like a little cleanup.
It's not like you're putting raw dead bodies in a hearse. You put a coffin in a hearse, don't you?
I never done it. I would think, yeah, but maybe there's a different quality. Maybe it leaked. I don't know. Maybe it had a little. Maybe you were carrying. Maybe like. How about this? What if you're like? What if you're what if you're a hearse driver in small town America and business has been a little bit slow lately? And so you're like, man, this hearse is really useful. I could go pick up, some paint from the hardware store. I mean, you fit a body in here, you fit some paint in here, and maybe the paint tipped over. I don't know. Like maybe I'm not sure what's going on. I'm just exploring possibilities here.
All right. Here's another question. All 4 doors are open, right? And the hatch. Right?
Correct.
Okay. And he's going into the front seat and spraying the front seat?
Yeah, he's walking he does a full 360 into this thing.
So it's not just the back of the vehicle.
Yeah. Oh, no.
In the front.
In the front. The driver's side door was where it caught my attention. I was like, Kelly, what say you about this? And she's like, your car wash video? That's what we're going to talk about right now. And I was like, look what this guy's doing. And everybody was like, oh my God, look what that guy's doing.
We need to talk about this.
Yeah.
Of course. That would be, yes. So like, I want to do some research now in your area of Northfield, around Minnesota, around Minneapolis, and see if there are missing persons. I would, yes. Yeah. we gotta get on this, and we gotta get our people on this.
We got to get our people. Man, now this is kind of fun. Hypothetically, had I ever, enjoyed mushrooms,
okay.
How exciting would a self-service car wash on said mushrooms be?
Now, did this come up, or is this a new idea?
This is a new idea. I like this idea. This, a psychoactive intoxication. The dude was just partying. He was just like, well, my $4.50 is gone. I've done this 3 times. So
wait a second. It was $4.50. That's what you took from this guy. So it was 3 cycles.
Well, I'm guessing. Yeah, this was several cycles. Yeah. So $1.50 gets you 3.5 minutes. I mean, he was cleaning 15,
by the way, folks,
20
that's
minutes.
A steal. Come on, that's a steal. Go to Alex, go to Adam's Car Wash.
You can't beat this, right?
This is fantastic.
Hometown shine, baby, for your locals. Hometown shine.
He might talk about it if you kill somebody and you need a wash inside the car. He might not. It's just anybody can go and get a wash. Okay, there's no discrimination here.
Yeah, I like this. It was a Friday night, slightly after happy hour. This guy is relieving some stress. And then he was like, you know what? Time to be responsible. That old Arcadia's needed a good, handsome, healthy wash for a bit. Let's go take care of this.
What is the functionality of a car after it's been sprayed on the inside?
Right? What is the smell the next morning?
I mean, I would be concerned that you wouldn't be able to start the car, since so many cars are, but apparently it was able to drive away.
He got in, shuts the door, rolls out.
Yeah, is there going to be a sign that appears in your car wash that goes, "Please do not wash the inside of your car"? You can't. There's no policy against it, right? You can, and you're not going to create one either.
I got to tell you, this was the high point of my joy of owning this car wash. I think they should wash the insides of their cars. I'm just not responsible for any damage that happens. So, yeah.
Maybe that's the sign. If you wash the inside of your car, it's up to you to remove the car when it doesn't start.
Right. Yeah, and it's funny because that's a timely. I'm in the process. I've taken down all the old signage and all the old branding. This is a good point too. What if there's like a divorce proceeding and he's like, "Oh, you want a clean car? I get you a clean car." Like that. I kind of like that one too. That one came up at dinner as well.
Oh, it did come up at dinner.
That one came at dinner. And,
man, you guys really went for it.
Troy's looking for, Troy wants some details. The temperature at the time of this incident was hovering around about freezing, because it was going to get down into the 20s that night, which is why it was so important for me to check what was going on.
Right. Yeah. So it's going to be in the 20s. And now, why do you ask that question, though, Troy? I don't understand. What would be the point of that question? Why would that change things or lead us to a reason for doing this type of thing? I'm not
Well,
sure.
you got to follow the evidence. I know. Maybe you don't know
It's
until
just gathering. It's just
yeah, you're
gathering
just
evidence
gathering
to
the
see what
data.
happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. Those yeah, stripper glitter. That's what'll lead. That is what will lead a man to. All right. So this is the like I love doing this crap in my mind. I do this
Right.
stuff
Yes.
constantly. Like I play out these scenarios. Do you remember this is a really goofy one, Joe, but you just stick with me for a second. Do you remember that like party song from like the early 2000s and all it says is like this is so dumb. All it says is like booty 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 rocking everywhere. You remember this, right?
I don't. I
Okay.
was
Well,
no.
just take my
Okay, but
word.
I
It
get it.
it was
Okay,
huge.
yeah, yeah.
One of my favorite like drunk
Maybe I'll
what
remember if I hear it
what
instead of just
yeah,
listening to
I'm
you
not going to
say the
sing it
words.
for you. One of my favorite like conversations when I've had a few drinks is to ask people like, could you imagine the songwriting session where one dude's like booty and somebody's like, not enough. Booty? Ooh, that's better. Still booty? Yeah, okay.
All right, all right.
Booty. That's it. That's the one.
There we go. We're
What are
doing it.
these booties doing? And somebody else is like rocking. And another guy's like, where? And they're like, everywhere. Like I play out these stupid scenarios in my mind and I have an absolute blast at it. I love it. And but I also like play out these like terror scenarios where I worry. Like that's my form of worrying where you get like a few little details rooted in fact or reality and then you play out these crazy scenarios in your mind. And like this car wash thing was a fun scenario to play out, but I do this with like, what happens if somebody breaks into my shop? What happens if it gets cold and this fails? What happens if,
Right. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I play out these like worrisome panic things. And then I go back to that point that I said earlier where I'm like, you're just a speck of some biology on a rock flinging through the universe, dude. Like, let
Right.
it be,
Yeah.
you know?
So
And
you are right. You're like when we discussed that we had a brief conversation about this topic, and yeah, this is not the this is not
no,
the
but I
idea.
like what you brought up, and I actually did some research about that. So, like, the one side is you could go like crazy negative, drive yourself crazy. What were you thinking about? Were you thinking more of like the goal manifestation kind of idea or envisioning things of where
Yeah.
you would end
Right.
up?
So the thing is, so I have a friend right now who's going through a really hard time, and he's halfway across the world. He's having a really hard time, right? And so we've been talking, and there's a bit of a wallowing that's happening. Like there's a bit of like I can't believe this has happened, and I should have done this, I should have done this, and he's just shooting all over himself.
Okay.
So and the thing that I want him to do, like, that's good. Like, look back and learn from the mistakes, you learn from what you're going through, whatever. But I think what's really important when you're in that state is to take some time intentionally to vision what could be the possibilities of what's coming next.
Yeah.
So imagine yourself in different scenarios. Imagine yourself in different possibilities. Imagine, you doing this or that. And I think when you start to imagine your future, you can kind of draw yourself out of this wallowing and looking and regretting the past, the regret of the past. So like that's what I thought. Like start to imagine scenarios where you can exist in a different way than you're existing now, because the way that you're existing now isn't working.
Or what about from like a goal orientation? Even if the way you're living now is working and it's
Right.
working
Yeah.
okay, but you want it to work differently. Like you spent some time, I think, envisioning a world where you weren't doing taxes anymore.
Right.
And
Yes.
then you arrived at a new station.
Right. Yes. Yeah. And I think what what it does most though for me is if I am in a situation where I need things to change, thinking about something that happens in the future draws me out of my depressed state. Definitely, it draws me out of well, this is just how it is, and this is my life. So if I even begin to imagine that things can be different, it makes me feel a whole lot better. My life isn't different. It just makes me feel a whole lot better because I'm putting my energy into the future instead of wallowing in the now and the past, you know? But also, I mean, I'm talking about it emotionally, but that's really what goals do for us. That's what goals do, is it says, we constantly live in this thing where we go, where we exist as we are, and there's this tension between what we are now and what we think we can be. And we live in that tension all the time. If we focus on what we think we can be, then it's going to lift us out of who we are.
Do you personally, do you find that you lean towards envisioning like terror and scary outcomes, or do you like lean towards like hope and optimism and here's how I'm going to do it? Like, because we have stress, we have challenges in life, we have worries, we have things that we care about that we don't want to lose, and risk could carve into those special things. Even as bad as life may seem, we don't want to screw up the good stuff we have.
So it's the first. I am prone to optimism. Okay. I'm prone to optimism, and I live with somebody who is prone to pessimism, who sees the threat, who sees the possibilities of things going wrong, and so we balance each other out. She's more realistic than I am, and I'm more optimistic and and positive about what the future can be for her. So it's a good combination. We get on each other's nerves, I think, sometimes with it, but it's a good combination. But I know exactly what you're talking about. I am prone to thinking things can always be better, and I can get there no matter what. I can get there, definitely.
So here's an interesting, and I just cooked this up as you were speaking, so I had to figure out how to phrase this properly.
Okay.
So I am perceived in me and Kelly's relationship, I am perceived as the optimist that just goes after it, and Kelly is like the risk averse, maybe not pessimist, but definitely there is something to Midwest. Maybe this is just our station in life, and this is just what we do, and that kind of thing. But the funny thing is, I worry like she doesn't worry.
Yeah.
So like I'll have these like terror fantasies of like literally losing sleep. What am I going to do about my cash flow screwed up this month? I've got to get this. Like I won't sleep for 3 nights because I'm sitting there in my mind going, this isn't who I am and who I want to be.
Right.
And Kelly's like, you always figure it out. And like, she'll just turn over and go to sleep. And I'm like, no, you can't just like decide you're going to figure it out and then voila, you have to like go figure it out. Like I got to figure this out. And
well,
but so like when we were looking at commercial properties, I'm like, look at this old bank we could buy. It has a vault. That'll be great. And we could rent out 19 different office places. And she's like, we're going to go broke if you buy that. And I'm like, no, we'll figure this out.
We'll figure it out.
and then the car wash comes along and I'm like, babe, this is, I don't know. Like that's a lot to take on. And she's like, no, it's going to pay its mortgage and you can do whatever you want in your little project room there. She's like, I'm much less worried about that. And I'm like, okay, this is all backwards, man. And so like I'm optimistic, but I worry more. She is not nearly as optimistic, but has not a worry in the world.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot of things that you can worry about. I worry about stuff too, but the thing that I worry about most is staying the same. So you can worry about failure in the future, right? If you go, if you cook something up and you imagine something is going to take place, and you go, okay, I'm going to take this risk, but maybe I'm not going to go all the way, or I'm not going to do it because I'm going to be worried about failing. And then there's this other thing that is like, I think that I think you and I have, maybe that's something that's common in us, which is like, we're worried about staying the same. And that's I think that's kind of a different worry. That's like, you know, if I can't settle into this, and if I'm the same in next year and the year following and the following year, that's the thing that I really get worried about. So it's not like optimism is not, I don't think optimism, I mean, it sounds like a great thing to have, but also like it's unsettling sometimes to have it, because you want to do the things that you want to do, and sometimes it's the best thing is not to do them.
That's true. Yeah, that's the problem. Like we motivate ourselves so much that we do dumb things because we're like, oh, it doesn't matter. It turns out it matters. Like you gotta. It turns out sometimes it does matter. This is a good segue here. Choices worry about the worst case scenario can lead to the worst happening. Focusing on what could go right can manifest other possible positive outcomes. So there's been some studies done on just this, and I love my favorite like insights in the world are just the simplest. Boom, just do this. Don't worry about all the other, don't get into the minutia. Don't get into all the other little crap. Just do this. And science has shown this will happen. Those are my favorite, like little things where it brings us down to earth. We all think we're experts on all this crap, and it's just really, really simple. So there was a university study conducted by Gail Matthews, Dominican University. I've heard of this study quite a lot. If you have a goal, you may or may not make it. If you write the goal down, your odds of achieving that goal go up a huge amount. So then if you have a goal, if you write it down, and you have like a support system around you that you talk about it weekly, if you give weekly updates to somebody about your goal, it goes, the study found that the percent chance of success goes up to 76% versus 43% for the other spectrum of just having the goal, not writing it, not talking to anybody, not reporting it weekly. 43%. Write it down, talk about it, give a weekly report on the goal. 76% chance of reaching this goal.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So, and this has been recreated by Michigan State University. Yeah. There was another peer review article, The Neuroscience of Goals and Behavior Change. That was in 2018. I wouldn't say confirmed, but they agreed writing goals helps encoding attentional systems and memory, thus increasing goal behavior translation. And I say all that because I like how, like, just like I say, like simple things, just do something simple. Don't worry about all the minutia and getting overwhelmed and the doomsday. Why is this guy washing a GMC Arcadia inside? Just write the goals down, and instantly your odds of reaching those goals increase. The other thing is, I think that the word, and this is not knocking Troy, I think he used it properly. I think when people use the word manifest, I immediately roll my eyes. Like if your version of you can't write down new odds for your sanctuary. That's true.
And what I'm most excited about is I knew exactly what he was talking about, Jim.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't care. They don't care that you wrote those goals down. But I do roll my eyes when I hear people and they're like, I'm going to manifest this. And I'm like, all right, you have one chance to explain this properly to me. And if it has anything to do with the universe giving one slight bit of a damn about your goal, then throw it in the trash. If it has to do with, I'm going to focus on the goals, I'm going to hold myself accountable, I'm going to share these goals with other people and tell people my progress, then fine, go manifest away. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I get, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, there's science to back this up, Troy. So yeah, I know that was a long-winded, really round trip way of agreeing and complimenting you. But yes, I agree with you. There is massive power in positive thinking and the actions that go with that.
Yeah. Another good thing is if, is if, you talk about a support system where you're reporting out weekly what the things that you're doing,
right?
That will increase you. So I think that's a great takeaway. Even not a lot of people write down their goals. That's the first step. Write down the goals and then come up with the objectives and milestones for those goals. Right?
Yeah. Then you got to focus on how you're going to reach them. Yeah.
Now, but who do you surround yourself with? You have to surround yourself with people that are going to hold you accountable. They're going to say, "Hey, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing," and you have to surround yourself with people that you admire as well. So, like, if there's somebody who tries to hold me accountable for something that I said that I was going to do, but I don't really respect or admire them, I'm going to go, "Come on, back off."
I don't care about you. Right.
Now, the funny thing is, maybe I told this story before, but when I first met Chelsea, my significant other of almost 15 years now, 15 years is a long time for me, by the way. When I first met her, I met her in San Antonio, Texas. I didn't know if I was going to see her again or whatever. And so we started to talk, and I was really fit at the time, and she was talking about doing a triathlon, and I said to her, yeah, I'm going to do a triathlon this summer as well. I didn't really, it was kind of in my brain, but I didn't really. And then we kept in touch, and she was like, "So when are you doing your triathlon?" And then I was like,
"You couldn't be a liar." You were like, "Man, I gotta land this girl, man. I gotta do a triathlon."
And then I found a triathlon and I trained for it, and then I did my first triathlon. So that's the important thing. You got to find the right person that you care about what they think of you to hold you accountable for the goals that you're trying to set for yourself.
I mean this genuinely. Isn't it like beautiful how life like works out sometimes? Like here's a not quite lie, but here's this fantasy that you told to this woman in San Antonio, and it's not a lie and a fantasy because you made it true. And here's your beautiful reward that you're sitting in the life that you're in today. Man.
Yes,
it's great,
yes,
you know.
Yes, it all started with a teensy non-truth.
You made it into truth, man. You made it a whole
that's
truth.
The thing. Yes, I did. I had imagined myself. I had visioned it. And then I told somebody and it became a goal.
Man.
That's the point.
This has been a fun episode. And it will continue to be. I've been looking on my phone. I have screenshots of this guy. I just can't find
You do?
Well, I can't find them and be a good host right now. And I actually think they're in like my recently deleted file because I was like, all right, the guy's gone. I don't need to save these kind of deal. But I think I could dig them out. If I can, I'll share them and we'll have a little bit of fun.
Well, I mean, we can talk about, I can talk about some of our sponsors to keep the lights on while you go ahead and do that.
Okay. You want to see the pictures, huh? We want to, well, yeah. Why don't you take a moment, tell everybody about this, people in our industry supporting
and listen,
industry.
This is all of these connections are made by Adam, who is such a good guy to work with and just to get to know and work with on what he's got in his inventory. And he's such an honest, good dude that he works with other honest, good people like the folks at Husbandry.pro, who when I first heard about Husbandry.pro, Adam was saying, I like the idea, and they listened to him and they worked with him, and he works with them all the time. And Husbandry.pro, as I understand it, is a way to kind of map what the future is, just like we're talking about what the future is of your snakes. So being able to track and to see who their which snakes are breeding together and what that will become in the future. It's a great way to track. Go see Husbandry.pro. They're great people, and they work with Adam, which is the best endorsement. Now, the second group that Adam has a long-standing relationship is Cold Blooded Cafe. And let me tell you something about these frozen rodents that come. They are the freshest. They are the best smelling. They are the cleanest. They are the most healthy frozen rodents that you could provide to your snakes. So go ahead and go to check out Cold Blooded Cafe and use the promo code Proper11. Now you want to take care of the third one because I think I'm drowning here.
You're doing great, Joe. This is gold, man. I love this when people are actually listening to the promos right now rather than my usual turning away. The last is Heart of the Python. That's Bill and Kate Peaver up in Massachusetts. Newest advertising partner. Great people that I've gotten to know and work with. Met at Tinley. They've been guests on the show. You can meet them. Monarch Projects, Sunset Projects, Clown Projects. And they are a family operation. I'd love for you to check them out. They're called Heart of the Python. Go check them out and take care of them for supporting our community and supporting the show and keeping us going in the mornings. One thing that I do like talk about sharing goals and accountability. One thing that doesn't get mentioned enough, the advertisers make a commitment to us, but we make a commitment that we're going to be here every week for the advertisers. So there is that, okay, you want your show or your new podcast to go for a long time, make an agreement that you stand to stick by, or you plan to stick by, that is a year or 6 months. And you know that you'll be dropping the ball if you don't keep your thing going and letting other people down. It makes you keep going. Tell the goals, share the goals, build in the accountability for yourself and other people. So thank you to Heart of the Python, Husbandry.pro, Cold Blooded Cafe. That's all down there. And by the way, we come to you ad-free every week on all of our live content from the support of Palm Street. So go check them out as well.
Yeah, that's it's a good way. I mean, Adam, just being Adam's friend, but also being in business with Adam. Adam is the guy who has the idea and then puts the ideas into place so that it actually happens. I'm not that guy. Adam is that guy. And that's what he did with this whole thing. And now we're going on 2 years of meeting every Thursday morning and hanging out with you all. It's fantastic.
Going on. So we left 2 years in the rear view mirror, pal. We're like a toddler, man. We're like 2.5. Remember when you were a kid, you could be like, I'm 6.5. We're like we're coming up on, we're flirting with 2.5, man.
So it's been and that's the point. So if you are like Troy said as well, it's hard to train your brain to go from negative thoughts to positive thoughts. And if you are somebody who's prone to negative thoughts, surround yourself with people who are more optimistic and can you hold you accountable. That helps you. You might not be able to train your brain to think differently, but if you put people around you that can help you to think differently, then do that.
Most definitely. I apologize. I have pictures of the GMC Arcadia. I have some screenshots. I was focused on trying to get his license plate in case I was questioned later. And so the one picture
we don't want to blast that out there.
No, and I don't have the exciting ones where all the doors are open and he's just got the wand in the car going.
Okay.
I do have one. I mean, like he was cleaning it, you know, the foaming soap brush that you could scrub your car with. He scrubbed the undercarriage of the car with that. We've not had a snow yet.
This is not, it seems unnecessary. Even if you had leakage from a coffin, as you say, you wouldn't go into the front seat with it. I think it's not a problem with the situation. I think my money would be on, there's a problem with this person's brain. Either he's either in an altered state or he doesn't know that this is going to be an issue.
A part of me hopes that he's having the best time of his life.
Yes.
And the other little part of me, speaking of accountability, hopes that he woke up the next morning going, oh, I hope I didn't do that. And then he goes out to his car and has to face reality. I should look on like Facebook Marketplace to see if there's any GMC Arcadias locally for sale for cheap. They're like waterlogged.
You should. That should be the thing. Yeah, go on there and see if it's like might be like if there's any comments like might be the seats are a little squishy.
Right. I feel like there's little rewards in life for just taking the road less traveled. You don't know what the rewards are going to be. And if you had read that the reward was going to be that you get to watch a weird dude wash the inside of his car, you'd be like, I don't think I want that reward. But here we are. Like, think of the joy that this has brought to us. This is 2 occasions now. The Friday night date night, the Thursday morning chat, man, it's great. You gotta take the fun as it comes to you, you know?
This is the kind of conversations that we have here on Thursday mornings. If you enjoyed this, come back next week. We're going to be here every single week, chopping it up like this. All right.
Do it. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I really have a blast. I never thought Thursday mornings at 6:30 could be fun, and I'm loving it. Thank you. Thanks, Joe. You guys have an awesome week. We'll be back at it. You know how it works. See ya.